but hopefully you'll come back if you can hear me. Jay, are you still there?
I'm trying to get back on.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. I came back on, but it was because, okay, Robin, can you hear me? Hi. You know we always have technical problems when we go live. That's why sometimes I don't want to go live. I want to do it where I can edit, but I like when I'm live because I'm really me, the real me. Okay, so you guys can hear me. Hi, Wendy, you hear me? We're back. Hi, Kim, you guys can hear me now? I don't know where I left off at. And how much did y'all lose me? A call came in, and I think what happened was we forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So when that call came in, it interrupted our whole video, our whole live today. But I see you all coming back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you're giving me the queen. Thank you. I'm back. Listen, you know I'm all about supporting you guys all day long, trying to help you with your health. So I don't know where I need to start from. So I'm going to do a quick synopsis because I was running my mouth. And then I kept seeing that my team kept calling me because I'm in my office today by myself. Usually there's always someone here, but today is just one of them days I'm by myself, and I wasn't going to not show up for you. So I showed up, even though I was like, I'm by myself. Usually y'all handing all these buttons for me. But I want to learn how to do it myself because sometimes I might just want to jump on live without having a whole team of people with me. So thank you all for coming back. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I love you all too. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie. I see all the hi Debbies. So y'all can hear me. Okay, so I'm not going to start from scratch again, but I need to know where I left off at. Can some of you tell me what was the last thing you heard me say so that I don't have to start from the beginning again? We were talking about this juice. We were talking about why you were bloated. We were talking about why all of y'all probably been misbehaving over the last week or two because of all the food. And the reason for this is because this is that time of year where you overeat and then you all feel guilty later because you ate stuff that you know you shouldn't be eating, especially when you're on a healthy journey. So I just want to guide you while you might be tempted in the next couple of weeks to continue on these foods that you normally don't eat. But some of you said you look forward to the sweet potato pie. You look forward to the red velvet cake. Some of you even said you look forward to the chitlins and potato salad. And you know it's not right, but you know it's good. I understand. Listen, before I became a board certified nutritionist, I used to eat all that stuff too. But once I learned what it was doing to our arteries and how it was affecting our liver and our kidney and our pancreas and how disease sits in from eating all the wrong foods, I realized that I can't eat that no more, and I gotta live by example. So I had to show you all how to eat right. And that was one of the reasons why I developed my detox program, because when we're dealing with pain, when we're dealing with problems, when we're dealing with inflammation, when we're dealing with hair problems, when we're dealing with skin problems, that is a liver problem first. Or not just the liver, that is a detox problem. I want more people to understand that we have to detox first to resolve the pain and resolve the problem, to resolve the inflammation, to resolve the hair loss, to resolve the acne, the psoriasis, the eczema, to resolve the joint pain. All of that, we have to detox first. And so that's why it's very important. I see someone here is asking a question, and I really can't read it all. Someone want to know about CCCA. Again, that's a hair loss problem, but that's an autoimmune issue. Understand, autoimmune related. Every problem we have to first help our detox organs. When our detox organs get jammed, get sluggish, just can't function right, the results for you is pain, hair loss, balding, acne, weight gain, insomnia, irritability, anxiety, depression, back pain. All of it is related to our detox organs being clogged and the pathways aren't clear. God gave us 5 detox pathways for a reason. Think about this. If there's 5, and let me share for all of you who don't know, Your main detox organ is your liver, the hardest working organ in your body. And then it's your kidneys. You have 2 kidneys. And their job also is to remove waste and toxins. And then we have our skin, which is the largest detox organ in our body. Then we have our digestive system, which is our gut and our colon. And then we have our lymphatic system. That's the 5 detox pathways that anytime something gets in this body that's unknown and foreign, the body has a way to remove it through those pathways. But when those pathways get jammed, the body can't get it out. So it stays there. And then the liver will package it up and put it somewhere. And that's when we wind up gaining the weight. Why? Because the liver was like, listen, I can't break this down. It's too much. So I'm not going to just let it sit there. So I'm going to store it somewhere. And one of the places the liver stores most of our unwanted toxins is here in our belly. Because this is the part of the body that can stretch and stretch and stretch. That's why you see the belly fat. That's why you see the weight gain. But when we eat right, when we change how we eat, when we change the dynamics of what we eat, when we change our habits, when we start using food as medicine, the whole body starts to transform right before your eyes. And I'm sharing this with you from my own experience. My skin used to be so bad. I remember as a teenager, I used to have dark spots everywhere. My skin was bad. Growing up, I had a digestive issue where my mother and my father would take me to all sorts of doctors. Nobody could find anything wrong with me. They said it was in my head. Not my parents, but doctors did, because they couldn't find anything wrong. I would be sick 4 out of 4 weeks. I would be sick 3 out of 3 weeks out of that month with pain, doubled up in pain. They told me it was acid reflux. They told me it was gas. I knew that wasn't it. So I finally had to learn how to teach my body how to eat right. And as I got older, nutrition just became a part of my life, especially when I was helping people with hair loss. I needed them to understand your hair loss problem, it's a nutritional problem. And once I got that down pat, I learned that it all connects. And at the end of the day, it all connects to those 5 detox pathways. So to get back online of what we were talking about today, we're talking about I'm making you guys a juice, a drink to help with bloating. It's for that holiday bloat. For all of you who've been eating bad, who've just been misbehaving because you said you're going to start over new in January, but you're not feeling good. And that eating has probably disrupted your sleep pattern. And, maybe even your moods are off and maybe you haven't connected it, but you're eating all the stuff you ate, the turkey and the cranberry and the sweet potato pie and the chitlins and all the greasy things, the red velvet cake and all that stuff that you ate and went and got a second plate, went and got a third plate and took another plate home and been eating bad ever since. You're paying for it now. So today I'm going to help you stop paying for it so that your body can finally work right. And I don't know where you guys left off with me, but I was talking about bile. And the reason why we bloat is because bile starts to thicken. And when bile thickens, that's when there's an overload in our bile. Bile is produced by the liver. Bile helps the liver. Bile helps your cholesterol. And when we overeat, we have an issue with bile. And that's from sugar and alcohol. That's from the heavy foods. That's from the processed foods. That's from dehydration, all of that. So let me get going. And let's start with our drink. Now, I'm going to start this part over because I don't know where I lost you at. We're starting with a grapefruit. Why the grapefruit? Because the grapefruit tells your liver it is time to get busy. The grapefruit has enzymes in it that activates the liver's detox system. So whenever we're trying to lose weight, we want to always have some grapefruit handy. The grapefruit helps break down fats from those heavy meals that you finished eating and that you all still got plans to eat in another couple of weeks. Put a grapefruit in your purse, please. Okay, so once you finish eating, just cut that grapefruit and eat fiber, all of that. That's gonna help. But the grapefruit also helps to reduce fluid retention, which is tied to insulin spikes. So it helps those with diabetes, but also with those with high blood pressure. Your medication tells you not to eat this powerful food. I wonder why. Think about that. So the next thing that we're going to be adding in our juice are oranges. So let me just give you the recipe. The recipe is 1 grapefruit, 2 oranges, half a lemon, and a pinch of turmeric. That's all we're going to put in our juicer to make our bye-bye bloat, holiday bloat juice. But we're using oranges. Why am I using oranges? It is because oranges help your digestive system reset. This is the reset food. All of that vitamin C in an orange, it wakes up digestion. Oranges increase bile production. And remember what I said from the very beginning, when we are bloated, that's a bile issue. And so how many of you have that big belly that looks like you're pregnant all the time, and your doctor also told you that your cholesterol is high? They didn't tell you nothing else, but all of the connection, it's a liver that's struggling, it's bile that's thickened, and if the liver is struggling, then bile can't produce what it needs to produce. There's no bile production in the way that it needs to. So if we start working with our liver, then that means bile will be able to be produced in the right form. And that belly that you're so sick and tired of looking at every morning, it'll start to that belly fat will start to break down. That belly fat will start to break down. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's not going to happen if you're doing this, but yet you go home and you still get a piece of cake and you're still doing ice cream and potato chips and you're still going to McDonald's. Listen, okay, I hear it all the time. People want to tell me, Debbie, help me lose weight or help me. And I'm not a nutritionist I'm not a losing weight coach. You lose weight with me because we're detoxing your pathways. But I can't help you lose weight if you're going to still eat the wrong foods. There's no justification there. So again, we have to learn how to eat correctly. And the oranges help to support your stomach acid so that food can actually break down. That's how important oranges are in regards to bile, in regards to bloating, and in regards to helping your liver. The orange also helps reduce fermentation that causes gas and pressure. So that burping and that farting, have yourself a couple of oranges. This will help. But again, you add the grapefruit, you add the orange together. This is what's going to help all of that fermented food in your gut. Now, we're going to use half of a lemon in my juice. I like to explain everything first to you before we actually do the juicing. And why am I going to use a lemon? Is because the lemon is like a flush for your digestive system. Lemon thins bile so it can move. Remember, when we eat heavy, what happens? The bile thickens. So what do we want to do? We want to thin that bile out. That's where the lemon comes in. The lemon also supports your liver, and it also supports your gallbladder to drain. Lemons are powerful, and lemons also help to break down proteins and fats, and lemon helps to reduce that heavy, tight, stuck belly feeling. That's why you may know where we say drink warm lemon water in the morning, first thing in the morning, or on an empty stomach. That's why this fruit is powerful. And when you think about all the foods that's on the planet, God was very strategic, and God has structure, because every food that grows from the ground has a specific purpose in our life. Every food. The things that is processed, that's destructive. The liver can't process those things. But every food that grows from the ground, whether it's a fruit, whether it's a vegetable, whether it's a seed, whether it's a nut, has a specific role in this body in regards to what it can do in regards to its mineral concept or its vitamin concept, from the calcium, the magnesium, to the vitamin D, to the vitamin E, to the vitamin A, everything. And if we all would understand that if we eat healthier, we would be sick less. If you put the two of that together, then most of you should understand, because nobody wants to be sick. But everybody wants to eat the junk. Everybody wants to eat the fast food, but then you don't like how you feel afterward. So you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to say, which one is it? Am I going to eat bad and feel bad, or am I going to eat good and look good? Because when you eat good, you feel good, you look good, your skin look good, your hair look good, your personality is amazing. And that's the other thing. Many of you have not connected that your mental health to what you're eating. The irritability, the anxiety, the depression, that's a part of what you're eating, because now your gut can't break this down. Your gut produces 80% of our hormones, the serotonin and the dopamine. That's the feel-good hormone. If your gut is not producing well because your gut is all jacked up, then you're not producing the good hormones. You're not producing serotonin well. You're not producing dopamine. And so you're mad all the time. You hate the world. You blame everybody for everything. You take no responsibility for nothing. But you have to sit back and look at yourself. It's what you're eating. Change your diet and it'll change your life. Every month I do a 30-day detox program. And when my class starts, it's a live class. If you guys are interested in my 30-day program, my team will put it here where you can find it. When the class starts, it starts the first Monday of the month. I may have a few hundred people on Zoom to I introduce myself because it's live. And most of the people in the beginning, they're like, who's this lady? What did I just get myself into? Nobody's smiling. Nobody's talking. I'm the one. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 30-day program. And I'm going to change your life. Most people are like, once they start that detox program, that very next week, that next Monday, 50 to 60% of those people are like this. Hi, Debbie. Oh, I need to tell you something. I'm just saying, your personality, your moods, your behaviors change when we start taking care of our detox pathways, when we start taking care of our liver, when we start taking care of our kidneys, when we start taking care of our lymph system, when we start focusing on gut health, you wind up becoming this person that everybody's like, who are you? You're different. And I see it every day. And we laugh about it because I always say that first week, I was like, okay, y'all, I'm going to do a snapshot here because nobody's smiling, ain't nobody talking, but let's see what you look like next week. And then that following week, as soon as we go live, half the people want to put their hand up so they can tell me what progress they made in that first week. So I'm just telling you, food is medicine. I'm just the messenger. And if we use food as medicine, it will change your life. Because how many of us want to stay sick? How many of us want to stay overweight? How many of us want to stay miserable? How many of us want to not sleep at night? Nobody. So if you change your diet, it will change your life. So let's go back to our juice. I was talking about the lemon, and that's how we got on this topic, because I was saying that lemon is a secret weapon. And even if we use in the morning, warm water with lemon, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, it helps. What it's doing is it's giving the liver what it needs. It's helping bile production. It's helping the kidneys, this one piece of fruit. And the next one that we're using in our juice is turmeric. So why am I using turmeric? It's because turmeric calms the swelling from all that overload, all what you got going on in here from all that overeating you did. This right here could be your best friend. Turmeric reduces gut and liver inflammation. Turmeric supports bile flow. And if you've gotten anything out of my live today, we've been talking a lot about bile because that's where the problem is. When bile flow is disrupted, weight gain is a problem. Belly fat is a problem. Bloating is a problem. So what we're doing here in this juice, we are helping so that bile can flow the way it needs to, so you're not bloated, so you don't feel terrible. That's why I'm saying you might want to take this juice with you when you guys go to your family house on the 25th, or you might want to start taking it now from all the stuff you had on the 28th of last month. All of this stuff right here will help. Turmeric also helps to prevent water retention after you've eaten these heavy meals. And turmeric actually helps to calm that irritation from all that sugar, all that alcohol, and all that processed food. Now, the trick to turmeric is that once we add our piece, I'm not going to use this whole piece, I'm going to use half an inch of turmeric. We have to add black pepper into our juice afterward. Why? Because turmeric, without the black pepper, our bodies could barely absorb this. And when we add a little black pepper, it helps to absorb it up to 2,000%. So that's where we're very important about that. All right, guys. So let's get started. Again, I apologize that I lost some of you. It was like I was mute. I was like this. Y'all couldn't hear nothing, and I was just running off at the mouth. So I apologize for all of those people who was like, Debbie, we can't hear you. And because I'm talking to you, I'm not reading, I didn't know until my team called me. So the first thing I want to share with you is I'm using a pink grapefruit. You can use a white grapefruit. I would have preferred a white grapefruit, but my store didn't have a white grapefruit today. And here's the thing. Our skin is really, really good. In my nama, I'm not taking off my skin, but I did clean. I always clean all my fruits and vegetables with food grade hydrogen peroxide and baking soda. So all of it was soaked in there. So you could do one or two things. You can throw your whole grapefruit in, or if you want to peel your skin off, you can peel the skin off. But why am I keeping my skin on? It is because, like I mentioned earlier, and this might have been where you couldn't hear me, bitters, anything that's bitter is what our bodies love. Our body reward us for bitter foods. And of course, the skin is bitter. And in this skin is so many nutrients, so many vitamins. So I'm going to throw in the whole grapefruit, even the skin. Now in my orange, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm using 2 oranges, and I'm throwing in my whole orange and my whole grapefruit. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you're missing out on some nutrients when you don't put the whole thing in. So it's 1 whole grapefruit, 2 oranges, a half of a lemon, and half of a turmeric. Everything I left the skin on. Why? Because God put the skin on it for a reason. When we peel the skin off, and most of us peel skin off because that's what we were told, but with no explanation, the nutrients is in the skin. Everything, even that apple, the nutrients, they're in the skin. So that's all we need here. You got it, 1 grapefruit, 2 oranges, half a lemon, and half of a turmeric. Let's get this party started. All right, let me put it here where you can see all this. And that's one of the other reasons why I love with my nama. Yeah, this juicer will take skin and all and get everything out of it. And then my pulp will show what's left in it. Okay. So I'll talk about my detox program in the meantime. Oh, no. I'm not going to talk about the detox program. So I think y'all see my book, but it's backwards. It's called Health in a Glass. This recipe, this is called the Citrus Cleanse, and it is in my recipe book. I created a book for all of you who have health issues. That's why I called it Health in a Glass. It's Health in a Glass, 100 delicious juice recipes to heal your gut, burn fat, detox your body, and glow from the inside out. So my book, it's on Amazon, and my team will leave a link for you here for this book. I have about 150 some odd recipes that I personally developed and put together. These recipes are to improve your gut. They are for inflammation, improve inflammation, for weight loss, to manage diabetes, to help to manage high blood pressure, juicing for detoxification, juicing for healthy hair and skin, you know that's a big one, juicing for the immune system, juicing for your heart, juicing for your liver. I even have smoothing recipes in here. So, and I even have some kid-friendly recipes. It took me forever. You know, guys, I've been talking about this book forever. But it took me forever to finally put this book together. And it is here. So if you are wanting this recipe or more, you can find this recipe that we're doing here. It's called the Citrus Cleanse. And it's a cleanser. It's part of a detox. So the other thing I wanted to share with you, and sometimes when my fruit get a little, you can back it up a little bit so that it can get all of everything out of there. This is going to be delicious when it's done. So, detoxing. Most of you will hear the word detox, and all of you are like, yeah, come January, I'm going to detox. But do many of you know why you're detoxing? Most of you detox the wrong way, and that's why I've developed a detox program. It's a detox, it's a 30-day detox program and parasite cleanse. Our bodies are riddled with parasites. Trust me, I had them myself. Most of us think this doesn't happen here in the United States, or it happens in third world countries. Nope. We all can get parasites. We can get parasites from anywhere, from the restaurants, from the air, from our tap water, anywhere. And parasites will live in our body and we don't know it. I've shared a story of a lady named Rachel. And Rachel actually, doctors told her she had a brain tumor. And when they went in and they were to remove her tumor, they found that she had parasites. That's how common it is. Many of us have parasites and really, really don't know that it's parasites. Parasites mimic high blood pressure. Parasites mimic diabetes. Parasite causes that inflammation. Parasite could be the reason why you're dealing with hair loss. Why? Because a parasite is a living, breathing thing inside of your body, and it needs to survive. So it steals your nutrients. Remember, I shared with you that nutrients is how you survive. Nutrients is how you survive. My last piece of orange is not wanting to go down. Nutrients is how you survive. And if there is something in your body stealing your nutrients, then how are you surviving? When something is stealing your nutrients, now you are sick, you feel terrible, you're dealing with inflammation, you're dealing with headaches, you're dealing with hair loss. It's because your body doesn't have enough nutrients to sustain you. So that's where the parasites come into play. I'm going to turn this off right now so I can move this out of the way. That's where the parasites come into play. So don't get it twisted. Don't ever think that, I can't get no parasite. Yeah, I thought the same. I wind up getting a parasite going on vacation. And, I don't know whether I got it walking on the beach or whether when I went into the water, but I came back to the United States and I was sluggish, I was tired, I felt awful, and I couldn't understand why. And it was because my body actually was housing a parasite. Many of us house parasites for years and years and years and don't even know it. So in my 30-day program, we're getting rid of something that you might not know is there. And we're detoxing, we're opening up the pathways. That's all we're doing. Because your body has 5 detox pathways. All we're doing is assisting it. So if you are a person and you're dealing with any type of pain, any type of problem, any type of weight gain, any type of hair loss, skin problems, back pain, you need to detox first. That's where the problem is. If you clear your body's pathways, because pain is just your body's way of telling you, hello, I'm having some problems. Like that headache, most headaches mean you're low in potassium. Most headaches means you're dehydrated. Every pain has a purpose and it points to something. And we don't know. And when we go to a doctor and the doctor's looking at you crazy, but the doctor's definitely going to give you a prescription before you leave there, because they're not there to treat or get to the root cause. They're there to treat a symptom. So if you're treating symptoms, and many of you can relate to this who've been having problems for 20 years and been on the same medication for 20 years, you would think about it. If I'm on a medication, why do I still have the problem? It's because you're just treating the symptom. So now if we talk to our body, learn the body's language, start helping our body recover, you will see the difference. In my program, every week I'm hearing stories from people telling me the biggest one is the weight loss. People are losing weight. They don't understand because I'm a nutritionist, so I'm going to feed you. We're not going to go on no detox program where you're drinking a bunch of teas and supplements and starving yourself, because we're hurting the body. The body needs nutrients. The body needs nourishment. So you're going to have a breakfast. You're going to have a lunch. You're going to have a snack. Why? Because every time we're eating, we're pulling out nutrients. We're giving the body what it needs. The chewing mechanism starts it. The acid from the mouth, the saliva from the mouth starts the process. So we need to eat because we're activating what the body needs. And people are like, I don't understand. I lost 15 pounds, but you have me eating more than I've ever eaten. Well, because the food that I have you eat is not food just to fill you up. They're foods to fill the liver and the kidneys and our lymphatic system. It's food, it's liver-friendly foods, it's liver-loving foods. It's foods that help get that blocked pathway out. So picture the food as it's like liquid plumber. When your sink is backed up, you pour liquid plumber down there, and whatever's in that liquid plumber starts to get that clog out. Well, in my detox program, the foods that we're eating, it's getting the clog out. That's what, even though you're eating it, you're pushing that stuff is coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. Next thing you know, your belly fat is gone. Your belly is flat. You're sleeping all night. You like your spouse again and your kids. Your clothes is fitting you differently. Or I even had somebody tell me her shoe size was different. So maybe she had a whole lot of fat around the foot. I don't know, but the liver will find any part of your body to store that fat. But again, so if you're interested in learning how to detox the right way, next month, we have a link here for you to come and join my next detox program. It is amazing. It was a program that I started that it was supposed to be a one-time only. And because the results were so incredible, people begged me not to stop the program. So it's still here. So we will leave that for you. So now it is time to, it seems like one of my grapefruit, I can put it back in there, but we're running out of time. So let's do this. I need y'all to hear this pour. Ready? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is your holiday bloat no more juice. And what do we do next? Remember I said in order to make turmeric do its job well, we have to add just a pinch of pepper, black pepper or pepperoni, just a pinch. And let's stir that up. And here we go. I put my black pepper in there. And you're not going to taste it. You won't taste that pepper. But doesn't this look good? But this is what juice is supposed to represent. Not that fake stuff you see in the store. Grapefruit on the side of a glass. All right, guys, here we go. That looks good, don't it? I know it tastes good too. You ready? Here we go. Here we go. That's good. So, when you plan to go to your grandma's house, your uncle's house, your aunt's house, for your holiday stuff that y'all do, maybe you want to make this juice first. And you might want to do a couple of things with it. Here's some ideas. You want to bottle it up. Maybe when you travel, maybe you want to get some juice shots. Start a juice shot in the morning. And then when you get over there, just before you have all that junk food, another juice shot. And then after you finish, another juice shot. And then when you get home, that's going to control that bloat. That's going to help the bile do what it needs to do. Your liver's going to be like, thank you so much. Thank you for not putting this burden on me today. That's going to help you. But the biggest thing is, why tempt yourself for the holidays when you know what you're about to eat ain't right? Why do it? Why do it? Don't. Let's tell our mind, let's start with good habits first. Let's say, okay, I'm going to start eating healthy. I'm tired of being sick. Here's what I want you all to say. I want you to comment it. Comment, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, if that's too much. Because if you write it, if you think it, then you will do it. You want to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then let's start eating right. Let's start eating the way we're supposed to eat. And if you need that help, that's where I am. This is where I am. I am your board certified nutritionist. That I got you. All you got to do is come join my programs. I got you. Or you can just, at this time, just go ahead and order the book. It's on Amazon. We'll leave a link here. Oh, I love it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yes. I love it, guys. Come on, give me some more. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. If y'all don't know me, please follow me. Ask Debbie about hair and health. You'll find a lot of my videos on YouTube. I do lots of videos about our health. I'm so sick and tired of people telling us the wrong things, and we live in a life of misery, and not being healthy because of what we were told. I believe in education, and I believe you need to educate yourself. And that doesn't mean believing what I say, because I always tell everybody, if you know me, I always say, listen, take the information that I gave you and research that. I'm just a messenger. That's it. But again, come join my next class. So the class will start the first Monday of the month. You will find here, if you see this video later, you will see a pinned comment that gives you the link where you can go and sign up or learn more about my next detox program, or we can learn more how to get the recipe book, or just learn more how to follow me. You'll find more of all of my information on YouTube, but I'm on every platform. But you can find my videos. I have videos for every health problem you're talking about. I got a video for it. You know, I used to, before I named this book Health in a Glass, it was supposed to be, I got a juice for that. But then I thought, no, that's kind of corny. Let me just stick with health in a glass. But anyhow, thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for coming back. Thank you all for staying when the sound went and I'm still, and y'all couldn't hear me. Thank you. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube. That's where you're going to get all the information. But you can find me on TikTok. I've been on TikTok since 2019. I used to work alongside TikTok. As a matter of fact, when TikTok started doing education, they reached out to me back in 2018 or 19 and was like, listen, we want to bring you on as an educator. I didn't know who TikTok was. And I was like, yeah, I'm not interested. But my team was like, oh, you need to be interested in them. So I've been on them forever. I have maybe almost 2 million followers. So but you won't find all my good long stuff on TikTok. You're going to find it on YouTube. So if you're looking for some information about hair, skin, gut, liver, kidneys, your big toe, something, you'll find me on YouTube. So thank you again for following me. Thank you guys for putting the comments here. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I love it. I applaud you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you next Friday. Will I have my grandson next Friday? If I don't have my grandbaby, I will be here live next Friday. I am here for you all who are new. I'm usually here every Friday, 1 p.m. sharp Eastern time. If you don't see me, that means my grandbabies are with me. But anyway, thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in my next live. Bye.